The next thing to know is about eating, and Vegas is home to a lot of really good food. One of the things Vegas is definitely famous for are buffets, and I think the best buffet in Vegas is at Caesar's Palace, the Bacchanal Buffet. The great part about this buffet is you can make reservations to eat here, so you don't have to wait in line. Actually, a lot of buffets now are taking reservations, so definitely check to see if the buffet you're gonna eat at takes reservations so you don't have to wait in a long line. This buffet, though, what I like about it, and it's a big trend in Vegas, they're starting to plate up a lot of food items on small plates, and so they do a lot more unique things. Like this is a dragon fruit smoothie, which I think is pretty neat. Now, other restaurants definitely make reservations in Vegas. It's really become a reservation town, but some of the best restaurants, they're not gonna be the ones that are right on the strip. They're gonna be like hidden away up on third floors, up elevators. Bouchon over at the Venetian. You're not gonna find it one on the casino floor. There's a special elevator to go get it. So definitely search Yelp, find the ones you want, or watch my cheap eats video if you're looking for cheap eats. And now a lot of people ask me, Chris, is the Bacchanal Buffet worth it? Because it's kind of expensive. Like for brunch, it's $64.99. And having just finished the buffet and getting on to my dessert course right here, I'm gonna tell you, I think it's worth it. The food here is not mass-produced buffet slop. It's all really quite good, tasty. The roast pork from the Chinese section is like better than any of the roast pork we've ever had in LA. And it's funny to think that we can get it here on a buffet. And you know, some buffets, they give you like tiny little buffet plates for dessert. Not here. They give you full dinner-sized plates to get dessert, which is, of course, my favorite course. Now, if you do come to Vegas, you're gonna eat the buffets. Pro tip, just one buffet a day. If you have more than that, you just won't be able to walk anymore, and you'll probably have to add a second buttonhole to your pants. One thing to be aware of at this buffet and some others is time limits now, because people are waiting so long in lines, and now they take reservations. With reservations, they give you a time limit. At Bacchanal, it is 90 minutes. And oh, by the way, like I said, there's things on the buffet here that you don't see a lot of other buffets, like Portuguese egg tarts on the buffet, served warm and toasty. It's really good. Now, one of my other favorite buffets is the buffet at the Wynn, and I also like the Wicked Spoon at the Cosmopolitan. Now, definitely a big trend in Vegas are towards food courts and food halls, and there's a lot of them, but one of my favorites is the one in New York, New York. This is like a classic original food court, but what I love about it is I love the theming of it. Like, it looks like New York City streets, and all of the stalls are restaurants. Feel like they might be a stall or restaurant in New York City, even down to like the streets and manhole covers, and it's just a lot of fun. The whole family can find things to eat here, from pizza to fish and chips to hot dogs to my favorite, which is Greenberg Deli. It's a New York sandwich spot. I really like their pastrami sandwiches. I like their corned beef. You can get it all together in the New York Sky High, which has corned beef, pastrami, turkey, and on rye. You should get it on rye. That's the bread, served with a pickle, of course. And if you want to be particularly New York, then get the matzo ball soup to go with it. Now, one of my favorite spots for reasonably priced eats in a food court on the Strip is in the Fashion Show Mall. Here we've got the Habit Burger Grill for burgers, Philly cheesesteaks and hoagies, Sbarro's for pizza. There's Mediterranean cuisine, chocolates, Chinese food in the walk-to-walk, Sukihana for like Japanese teppanyaki. There's a couple things coming soon over here. We've got a submarine sandwich shop. We've got a noodle and dumplings. There's the ever popular Panda Express and a Popeyes at the end. And you'll find the prices here to be reasonable, normal, everyday prices, not super inflated Strip prices. I mean, okay, it is a mall food court, so they'll be slightly inflated, but they'll definitely be a lot cheaper here than eating anything at the Wynn. Now, another food court that I like, but it's gonna be a little bit more expensive, is the famous Street Eats food court at Resorts World. This one has 16 different stalls in here, and many of these vendors actually are direct from Asia. Right here, I've got the Char Kway Tao from Goggle Man from Malaysia. He opened this stall right here as a hawker stall. The food here, it's really delicious. It's gonna cost you though. This noodles was $16. It isn't cheap, but this ranking wasn't the cheapest food halls, it was the best food halls. Over at the Aria Hotel, they've got one of the Strip's newest food courts called Proper Eats. If you're here for breakfast, there's a breakfast restaurant called Egghead. There's a deli for sandwiches. There's Parm for famous Italian sandwiches and pasta. There's Soulbird for Korean food, and Happy Leaf for salads. There's Pizzayoki for, you guessed it, New York style pizza by the slice, about $9 each. There's a burger spot. There's a ramen spot. And of course, it wouldn't be Vegas without a bar. Now, to order at these places, they've got little QR codes on the table. You can scan here to order, or if you prefer, you can order from one of the touchscreen kiosks when they actually work. Now, my personal favorite food court in all of Las Vegas is over at the Cosmopolitan Hotel, Block 16. I consider this to kind of be the first of the modern food halls in Las Vegas. My favorite thing to eat here is Hattie B's Nashville hot chicken, delicious hot chicken sandwiches. When we ate this a few years ago when it first opened, it really started our love of Nashville hot chicken, and now it seems to be a trend that has opened up everywhere. There's also Teca Bar for hand rolls and sake. There's this place called Lardo here, which specializes in basically hot meat sandwiches. You can get burgers, you can get grilled cheese, porchetta, Korean pork shoulder. And then back to the front where we passed earlier, District Donuts, Sliders, and Brew. They got a whole bunch of these fancy donuts that you can get here. And then Bang Bar by Momofuku for kind of Greek Euro type stuff. There's a few more quick serve eateries in the Cosmopolitan that I lumped into this food court category to give it number one. In particular, Egg Slut. This place, not open right now, only open for breakfast, but they serve amazing breakfast sandwiches. And next to Big Momofuku, they have their Milk Bar, which specializes in desserts that you would have with milk, cookies, and pretty good cakes. And of course, I definitely couldn't leave out the not-so-secret pizza down this not-so-secret hallway anymore for New York pizza by the slice. Now, we all know Las Vegas keeps getting more and more expensive, but there are still some really solid cheap eats to be found even on the Las Vegas Strip. One of my favorites is definitely In-N-Out Burger. You'll find their original Strip location on the Link Promenade. This is the place that has the Ferris wheel. What do I like to get? I like the double-double. It's a double cheeseburger. I get it with no onions, extra everything, which is extra lettuce, extra tomato, extra spread. If you've never had In-N-Out Burger and you've heard of the legendary burgers, here's a great place to check it out. For the cheapest and best tacos on the Las Vegas Strip, visit Tacos El Gordo. This is a chain originally from Tijuana, Mexico, so you know it's authentic. $2.60 will get you a taco in a variety of meats. Their specialty is the adobada taco, which is a roast pork that they slice right in front of you. I've got two of them, so $2.60 each. They're hot, they're moist. It comes with the adobada, some sauce, onions. Let's dive into one of these tasty morsels. The pork is juicy, it's flavorful, and a great interplay between the sauces, the onions, and the cilantro. You know, I often say Mexican food doesn't travel all that well very far from Mexico, but these tacos travel really well here to Las Vegas. Super authentic, and I should know because I grew up in San Diego, right across the border from Tijuana. They've got a lot more items here than just tacos. The tacos happen to be the cheapest, that's why they're in the Cheap Eats video. Now, the way you order is you find what you want on this sign up here, and then you go to one of these order here signs. So if you want carne asada, you go there. If you want adobada and al pastor, then you come over here. After you have gotten all of your food, then you're ready to pay. You come over to the cashier right over here and you pay, and then you eat. Now, another one of my personal favorite cheap eats that I eat pretty much every time I'm in Las Vegas is the Earl of Sandwich. Their tagline is the world's best hot sandwich, and I agree. I ran into a fellow explorer, Joel from Orange County. Joel was gonna share with us one of his favorite restaurants. So Joel, where do you like to eat when you're in Vegas?
We went to China Poblano here at the Cosmopolitan. And yeah, it's a nice mix of Chinese and Mexican food.
Yeah, I've seen that place. It's got like the dim sum steamers and like tacos. What did you eat that you liked from there?
I like the carne asada with tortillas, and my wife got the dim sum and noodles. And we took the baby, and she liked the wonton soup.
Awesome.
So, yeah,
thanks so much for the recommendation.
Great, thank you.
Now, if you're thinking to yourself, Chris, this is so much fast food, where's the cheap steak in Vegas? You can still find it. It's a little bit off the strip. Head over to Ellis Island, where you can find a sirloin steak plate for $9.99. Now, the second thing that fuels Vegas after gambling is drinking. And by drinking, I don't mean boba tea, I mean drinking alcoholic beverages, and they are everywhere. So much so that even Taco Bell in Las Vegas is a bar. But what you should know about alcoholic drinks in Vegas is that they're they're really quite expensive. And they have what I call the strip tax, which is the closer a bar is to the Las Vegas Strip, the more expensive it gets. So if you find something that's literally right on the strip that you can order from a window, oh, that's gonna be really expensive. Or like in the Caesars Palace in the lobby bar, you know, 20 bucks for a cocktail. So if you want cheaper drinks, get further back in the hotels away from the strip, or even better, get a block or two off the strip and the drinks drop half in price. Now, another interesting thing about drinking in Vegas is that you can drink almost anywhere. Like, you can drink alcoholic beverages out in public on the strip that you can't do in most cities in the USA. One caveat, you cannot do it in glass containers. The good news is that most of the casinos have plastic cups. So if you are drinking an alcoholic beverage and you want to take it to go, ask for a cup and you can wander out there. Same thing on Fremont Street, just ask for a plastic cup and you'll be able to wander around with your drink. Now, word to the wise, if you are gonna be drinking, don't overdo it on your first day, because there's nothing that ruins a Vegas trip more than a severe hangover on the next day. You know, these like 3-foot-long margaritas look really inspiring and exciting until you're about halfway through it and you can't walk anymore because you're just like, too much margarita. Now, if you're looking to pick up basic necessities, drinks, snacks, beware of the hotel casino gift shops. The prices there are outrageous. At the Paris Hotel, you can expect to pay $9 for a bottle of water. Most of the hotel gift shops don't have any prices on it because if you knew the price, you wouldn't buy anything. So where should you go if you need to pick up drinks, snacks, necessities? In order of preference, are the strip-based pharmacies. The two big chains are Walgreens that you see right here and CVS that you see right over there. They have a number of locations across the strip. In addition to pharmacy, they also have a lot of supermarket goods. You'll find food, you'll find snacks, and you'll find just all the things you need if you need things. Of course, medicine. The ABC stores are also a really solid option, particularly if you're looking for alcohol. They often have really good deal. Like, you can get beer there for like $3 a can, something like that, really reasonable prices. ABC stores are from Hawaii, so they've also got spam musubi as well. Great place to pick up souvenirs. But my favorite place to pick up necessities from is from Target. And there is only one Target on the strip, and you will find it across from Italy at the Park MGM. It's got the little doggy on it, but Target is one of the US's big box stores, and so there you're gonna find the biggest selection of inexpensive foods and basic items that you'll need. And yes, Target is gonna be considerably cheaper for almost anything they carry than Walgreens or CVS. The only reason you go to Walgreens or CVS over Target is if you need prescription medicines, then you really need to go to the pharmacies. Like, even the Starbucks in the Target on the strip is cheaper than Starbucks in a casino on the strip. At the Venetian, a coffee's about $5, but at Target, it's $3.50. I ran into fellow explorer Gerald from Alhambra, California, and Gerald, what's your favorite thing to eat on the strip?
I would have to say go to Mother Wolf at Fontainebleau. They're
Okay.
known for their focaccia bread. He spent 5 years perfecting it and it's delicious. Also, they have a clams with linguine pasta. Delicious.
All right.
Not cheap, but it's delicious.
Okay, that sounds good. And favorite hotel?
Favorite hotel, I'll say Resorts World. You
Okay,
know,
why?
They have 3 different Hilton hotels there. I'm a Hilton member, so it's nice. You can go to the cheaper one, the Hilton. You got the Crockfords, which is the more expensive one.
Yeah.
And then
have you stayed at all three?
I stayed at all three.
Okay,
They're all nice.
which one do you tend to pick more?
Well, the Crockfords is amazing if you
Yeah.
can afford it, but if you want the regular Hilton, the suite,
Yeah.
It's a regular room, has bed, bathroom, it's beautiful, it's very clean, it's really nice, so Hilton's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Gerald, thank you very much. Pleasure
Thank
to meet
you.
you. I'll give you
Yes,
a pound
thank you.
since I got a microphone
All
in my
right.
hand. Boom!